have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane 05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In today's match, we're actually going to be doing a round of 16 game of the FIFA 2026 World Cup, as we have Norway taking on Brazil. So both these sides have actually done pretty well in the group stages. Starting from Norway, of course, they actually got 2 wins, managing to beat Iraq and Senegal convincingly, only to lose to France at the end. But the only reason why is because they were resting their main players for the knockout stages, and it turned out pretty well. They finished second in the group stage in Group I, and they managed to get an easier draw against Ivory Coast, and they managed to beat them in the round of 32, 2-1 thanks to a goal from Erling Haaland, who scored in the latter stages of the game. Whereas Brazil, on the other hand, despite having the early hiccups in their first game, drawing to Morocco, they managed to stand in their business. They managed to get seriously in the remaining of the group stage matches, as they managed to beat Haiti and Scotland to be at the top of the table in Group C, but only by goal difference though. And in the round of 16, despite actually conceding first to Japan, Casemiro scored the equalizing goal, and then the unlikely goal scorer Gabriel Martinelli scored the winner to send his team to the round of 16. So both these sides have had history. The only difference is that Brazil haven't actually beaten Norway in any of the friendlies or in any of the matches. So this is going to be very interesting to see how things pan out. Anyway guys, who's going to reach to the quarterfinals? Will it be Haaland's Norway or Gabriel's Brazil? Tune in to find out, because this is going to be a Haaland versus Gabriel showdown. So it's going to be very interesting. Please make sure to get your snacks ready, because I know that this match is going to be crazy good. Anyway guys, please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to the match to see Norway take on Brazil. Alright guys, we're here to see an exciting round of 16 match, which is Norway taking on Brazil. And I can't wait for this fixture, because it's also the showdown of Haaland and Gabriel. 2 current Premier League rivals, Haaland donning Manchester City and Gabriel donning Arsenal. And as you can see, this is Norway's first World Cup since 1998, and they've been performing pretty well, courtesy of Erling Haaland and of course Martin Odegaard. Whereas for Brazil, they're aiming for their 6th star. But can they do it under their new manager Carlo Ancelotti? We're going to see and find out. Right now, let's enjoy the national anthems for both these sides. Alright guys, let's take a look at Norway's starting lineup. Of course, Nyland is going to be the man in goal. Ryerson and Wolf are your fullbacks. Odegaard, Berg are your midfielders. And of course, Haaland is the man up top. Here are the subs for Norway. Of course, Alexander Sørloth is Norway's key player and super sub. And Stahl Solbakken is of course the manager here for Norway. But yeah, in this fixture, Brazil haven't actually beaten Norway. So this is going to be very interesting to see how things pan out. So Haaland, he's on a mission to actually steer Norway to a very good position here. Whereas of course, Brazil, Gabriel, they have so much high expectations, but they just could not perform well ever since R9 had stepped down from the Brazil squad, as he's been Brazil's main man for so many years. Speaking of Brazil, let's take a look at their starting lineup. Alisson's of course the man in goal. Gabriel, Marquinhos are your centre-backs. Rafinha, Casemiro, Guimarães are your best midfielders. And Vinicius Jr. and Igor Thiago are your best forwards. So Carlo Ancelotti is the manager for Brazil, and Matheus Cunha is Brazil's influential player. But can he steer Brazil the right way? We're just going to see and find out. Anyway, Norway versus Brazil's coming right up. Who's going to win? Will it be Haaland's Norway or Brazil's Gabriel? We're going to see and find out. Looks like Brazil's going to be the one to kick off. We're going to see how things pan out here because this is going to be a very exciting clash. Anyway, Haaland has the ball. He finds Antonio Nusa. Antonio Nusa gets it to the wing. He finds Haaland. Back to Nusa. But he gets tackled by Ibanez. And Brazil get this one away. Now here's Burge. Sander Burge with it. Sander Burge tries to make a pass, but what a save here from Alisson. It's not a save. It's basically a wonderful pickup from him. Now Rafinha, Brazil's main left midfielder, I would say. He makes a wonderful pass to their star player Vinicius Jr., who's been performing well for Brazil. Scored 4 goals in the World Cup. Can he score another one? But I don't think it's going to be the case because Norway has just managed to get this one out. And by the way, this is actually Brazil's first ever FC26 appearance on my channel. So I'm actually excited to see how things pan out here. But anyway, Norway has the opportunity, but Brazil get this one away. Bruno Guimaraes has it. He finds Rafinha. And as I'm about to say, Haaland is of course the player to watch. And to be fair, he scored 5 goals in the World Cup. And I'm not surprised because Haaland, he's been doing so well for Manchester City. Of course, why wouldn't he be doing so well? And he also scored 9 goals in an under 19 or under 20 World Cup. So this proves that Haaland is really a man on a mission to steer Norway to the right path, get them to success. But they're up against a very good team like Brazil, who's basically the best team of the world. But anyway, here's Lucas Paqueta with it. He finds Igor Thiago. Igor Thiago with a wonderful strike. And he scores the opening goal for this match. And also the first goal for Brazil. You gotta take that strike, man. You really gotta take this, man. What a pass from Lucas Paqueta. And what a wonderful volley here from Igor Thiago. This man has overperformed for Brentford. And now he does this against Norway, man. Wonderful from Igor Thiago. As he gives Brazil a 1-0 lead over Norway. But can Norway strike back? Which I'm pretty sure they will because they have Erling Haaland. But Brazil do have a lot of team players here. Like Paqueta, Guimaraes, Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, Gabriel, Marquinhos, etc, etc. But anyway, what a wonderful goal, man, from Igor Thiago. But can Norway come back? They have to defend. But Vinicius Jr., he makes a wonderful 1-2 pass, I would say. But Norway managed to get this one out. And it's going to be a corner kick here for Brazil. Rafinha is going to be the man to take it, as he's best with set pieces. He goes long. And somehow Casemiro could not find the target as he heads this one wide. Good defending pressure here from Norway because that could have gone in. Casemiro is a very good Brazilian player, I would say. And he is kind of washed, to be fair. I mean, he's already had his final years at Manchester United. So this proves that Casemiro is not the same since he was at Real Madrid. But looks like it's a goal kick here for Norway. Haaland with it. Here's Erling Haaland. Still Haaland. Haaland to Antonio Nusa. But what a tackle here from Ibanez. But they lose the possession. But Marquinhos makes a wonderful tackle as Brazil get this one out. Now here's Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta with it. It's still Paqueta. He's already got the assist. But Wolf makes a wonderful tackle as he finds Nusa. Nusa with it. Burge with it. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard makes a wonderful pass to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob makes a wonderful pass. But Brazil, again, they know how to deal with this situation. Now here's Vinicius Jr. Still Vinny. Still Vinny. Vinny to Igor Thiago. Igor Thiago back to Vinny. Vinny makes a cross to Rafinha. Rafinha with a wonderful touch. And what a goal from Rafinha. Are you seeing this, bro? Pardon my language there. I know I have to keep this professional. But what a goal from Rafinha, man. Look at that wonderful touch from the Brazilian maestro. Beautiful touch. And how come he managed to time this volley? You thought Igor Thiago's goal was better. You gotta take a wonderful strike from Rafinha, man. The captain for Brazil. As he has doubled the lead for Brazil. Norway are in huge trouble right now. They are having a reality check against the best team of the world. There's Rafinha. Rafinha with it. Who's already got a goal right now. Guimarães. Guimarães to Rafinha, the captain. Still Rafinha. Still Rafinha. Rafinha makes a pass to Vinicius, but what a tackle from Norway. Casemiro with it. He finds Guimarães. Santos. Casemiro, but what a tackle from Norway. It's actually an interception from Oscar Bob. Now it's Oscar Bob with it. Still Bob. Still Bob. Bob tries to go for a cross, but it's going to be a corner kick here for Norway, and it has not been the best performance here. But you got to take a wonderful finish from Rafinha. How did he control that and time his volley? This man is literally made of something, man. But it's a corner kick here for Norway. Odegaard goes long, but Brazil again, they deal with this pressure. They know how to deal with this one. They've been in this situation before. But now they're on a counter-attack here. Vinicius Jr. is on the run. But what a tackle here from Ryerson. Borussia Dortmund's Ryerson. Oscar Bob with it. Bob to Odegaard. Odegaard makes a wonderful cross to Antonio Nusa. But what an interception here from Brazil. And Haaland tried to go for a slide tackle, but it didn't work. However, 1 minute of added time here for the match. For stoppage. And it's going to be halftime as Brazil have a 2-0 lead over Norway. And it's thanks to Rafinha and Igor Thiago. But of course, Erling Haaland had a snooze fest. And he should really be worried about, because he did not contribute well in the attack, as things could go downward spiral for Norway. Anyway, halftime, it's Norway 0, Brazil 2. Alright guys, let's take a look at the highlights here for the first half. Of course, Brazil are on top right now. Of course, Brazil were the ones to kick off. We're just not going to talk about that. But all we got to do is talk about this goal from Igor Thiago. Timed that to perfection. Courtesy of that pass from Lucas Paqueta, by the way. What a finish. Alisson was like, wow, what a goal. He was speechless. But then they almost had their second goal if it wasn't for Casemiro's header being an absolute failure. Haaland didn't actually have to worry about that, because that was actually going wide. But it didn't matter, because Rafinha, oh my god, what a touch. This was literally Paul Gascoigne's finish against Scotland. Bro, again, sorry. Gotta keep this professional. I know I have to keep this professional. But that goal from Rafinha is mind-blowing. And it was a special moment for the Brazilians. Anyway, let's take a look at the match facts. As you can see, Norway has not registered a single shot to Brazil's 4 shots, 2 shots on target. Of course, 0 shots on target. Can they strike in the second half? Just gonna see and find out. Anyway, guys, second half will be coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere, guys, because I have a feeling you may think the first half is going to be very good, but I'm pretty sure second half is going to be peaked. It's going to be filled with drama and entertainment. So don't go anywhere, guys. Get your snacks ready, because I'm pretty sure that the remainder of this game is going to be good. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright, guys, looks like second half has already commenced. Norway are actually going to be the ones to kick off. Can they actually do it? Can they bounce back? Only Belgium is basically the only team to actually come back from 2 goals in that round of 32 clash. But can Norway do it? Well, not just in the round of 32 clash, but in any knockout stage. Like, Belgium were 2 goals down to Senegal, and then, of course, Senegal, they capitulated, and then Brazil scored 3 goals. 3 unanswered goals, by the way. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting, man. Like, to be fair, as a neutral, this is going to be peak. But anyway, Norway is going to be the one to kick off, thanks to Nylands booting this one into Brazil's half. Only for Brazil to take this one. Now here's Guimarães. Guimarães to Paqueta. Paqueta to Igor Thiago. Vinicius Jr. with it. Vini to Paqueta. Paqueta to Vini. Vini shoots, but what a savior from Nyland. It's all been Brazil so far. A pure domination from the Brazilians. Joga bonito. Rafinha is going to be the one to take the corner. Norway are in huge pressure right now because they know if they concede this one, it's going to be absolute game over from here. It's going to be a cross here from Rafinha, but it doesn't meet the player. Norway does get this one away. But it's still with Brazil though. Rafinha. Still Rafinha. Rafinha with it. Rafinha to Igor Thiago. Paqueta. Paqueta. Still Lucas Paqueta manages to evade the Norwegian defenders. But what a savior from Nyland again. Nyland is single-handedly carrying Norway and making sure that he doesn't concede any more goals after a disaster class from him in the first half. Well, to be fair, both of these goals have been mind-blowing from Brazil. So it kind of makes sense that Nyland could not make a save on that. But he is keeping this game alive for the Norwegians. Rafinha goes long, but Nyland makes a simple save, as it's going to be a possession here from the Norwegians. But again, they lose the ball, and Rafinha has it. Still Rafinha. Somehow Norway tackle, but it's still with Brazil, and Vinicius Jr. almost tripled the lead for them, but again, Norway trying to keep this alive. But as you can see, it has all been Brazil. 6 shots on target for them to Norway's 0 shots on target. It has been pure domination. Brazil are showing levels against Norway. Anyway, here's Bruno Guimarães with it. But what a tackle here from Ryerson, as it's going to be a corner kick for Brazil. Substitution here for Brazil as Breme and Fabinho comes on for Santos and Casemiro. But again, it's going to be a corner kick for Brazil. Rafinha is going to be the one to take it. Here's Igor Thiago with it. He crosses it, but Norway gets this one away. But it's still with Brazil. Rafinha. Rafinha finds Igor Thiago. But what a tackle from Ryerson. But he loses the ball. Igor Thiago to Vini. Vini shoots. But what a save from Nyland again. And it's going to be a substitution here for Norway as Oscar Bob comes off for André Schulderup. Need a bit of boost from the right wing side. It's going to see and find out. Anyway, Brazil get the corner. Igor Thiago's with it. Still Igor Thiago. Igor Thiago to Gabriel. And somehow Norway gets this one. Brazil are hoping for a penalty. They're appealing for a penalty. But referee says it's play on. Now here's Antonio Nusa with it. Nusa to Wolf. But again, Norway lose the possession of the ball. And now here's Vinicius Jr. He manages to evade the Norwegians. And he scores a beautiful goal to triple the lead for the Brazil. What a goal from Vinicius Jr. He's already scored 4 goals. And I might presume that this could be his 5th goal, if this actually does reflect in real life. Look at how he evades the Norwegians there. Pure skillful move from the Madridista winger, the Madridista striker, as he has tripled the lead for Brazil. Norway are actually getting humbled by Brazil. And right now it is Gabriel that is on top over Haaland. But anyway, here's Odegaard. Odegaard finds Haaland. Haaland makes a wonderful pass to Schulderup. Still Schulderup, but Breme wins the possession as Brazil get this one here. Rafinha with it. Still Rafinha. Rafinha to Guimarães. Rafinha with it. Still Rafinha. Rafinha makes a pass to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. with it. Vinicius tries to find the player, but what a interception here from Burge. But again, as usual, Brazil get the ball. Igor Thiago makes a pass to Rafinha. Still Rafinha. Rafinha to Guimarães. Guimarães to Vinicius Jr. But what a tackle from Norway. It's still with Brazil. And how have they not scored there? Anyway, still with Brazil. Vinicius Jr. shoots. What a save from Nyland. Again, Brazil are dominating against Norway. They're showing levels. Substitution here for Brazil as Vinicius and Rafinha comes off for Matheus Cunha and Luis Enrique. As they really want to try Matheus Cunha as he is that player. And Brazil go long only for Norway to get this one away. Haaland wins it. He finds Hegem, I think. But again, Brazil get the ball. Brazil are just... They are just completely dirtying the Norwegian defenders, man. What are they playing? Like, this is truly good football from Brazil. 9 minutes to go. Can Norway get something? Here's Sander Berge. Sander Berge to Berg. Patrick Berg to Haaland. Haaland to Sander Berge. Berge shoots, but what a savior from Alisson. This is Norway's first shot on target, and it took them 82 minutes for them to actually conjure something. Substitution here for Brazil again as Lucas Paqueta comes off for Endrick. But it's going to be a corner kick here for Norway. Odegaard's going to be the one to take it. He goes long. But Brazil again get this one. Like, Brazil know how to deal pressure. That's why they don't concede goals against teams that they should relatively beat on paper. But anyway, Luis Enrique finds Cunha. Cunha with it. Cunha to Enrique. Luis Enrique manages to evade the Norwegians. It's still Luis Enrique. And what a attempt from Fabinho. But a save from Nyland. And it's with Brazil. Cunha with it. Still Cunha. Cunha to Luis Enrique. Enrique shoots. But what a defensive anticipation here from Norway. Odegaard wins it. He finds Sander Berge. Or no, Patrick Berg. And Brazil get the ball. 90 minutes already here. 3 minutes of added time here. I'm pretty sure Brazil will be getting their fourth goal. But Norway, they know how to deal with this if they only would have played properly. But anyways, Antonio Nusa. Nusa to Patrick Berg. And it looks like Brazil will be moving on to the quarterfinals to take on the winner of Mexico and England. Full time here as Brazil completely dispatched Norway in what was a dominant performance from a South American team. The Norwegians, they were not at their best for the entire 90 minutes. Their only shot was from their midfielder. So this shows that Norway, they really have much work to do in the next World Cup. But it was actually Vinicius Jr. that have actually scored the goal to end Norwegians' hopes and Norway's hopes from getting further in the tournament. Full time, it's Norway 0, Brazil 3. What a game for Jogar Bonito. Alright guys, we're here to see the highlights for the first half again. But we're also going to be seeing the highlights of the second half. There is no much explanation here for this game, I would say. Of course, I've already showed you the first half highlights. What a finish from Igor Thiago. Timed that to perfection. And it was a wonderful pass here from Lucas Paqueta. Did Nyland dirty. He karate kicks the corner flag because that was beautiful from Igor Thiago, the Brentford striker. And then Casemiro had the opportunity to make it 2-0. But his effort just could not meet the target. In vain, that too. Nyland was lucky about that because that could have been 2-0. And a poor start from Norway. Which actually did happen after that because what a touch from Rafinha. And what a finish. He timed this one to perfection. Even better than Igor Thiago's goal. Brazilians are literally showboating when it comes to skill moves. And also in terms of scoring goals, they always showboat. They always try to make it flair and more spicier. But anyway, Vinicius Jr. had the opportunity to triple the lead for Brazil. But then Nyland made a save. And then of course, I'm pretty sure that was Lucas Paqueta who had the opportunity. Nyland again made the save. And then it was an opportunity for Bruno Guimarães. But then Ryerson made an intervening defensive anticipation to prevent the cross from Bruno Guimaraes, who has also been a standout Brazilian player, have 4 assists by the way. And then of course Vinicius Jr. again saved from Nyland. He has created 6 chances and he finally got a goal after that, which is well deserved because look at the way he went. He literally evaded so many Norwegian defenders and then went on to score his first goal for the match. And then Norway had their first and only chance of the game, courtesy of Sander Berge. But then Alisson made the save. He wasn't tested between the sticks, so it was kind of cakewalk for them. And then, of course, let's take a look at the match facts. As usual, we already saw that Norway only managed to make 1 shot to Brazil's 17 shots. You heard me correct. 17 shots to Norway's 1 shot. Brazil's 17 shots, 10 shots on target to Norway's 1 shot on target. This shows that Brazil have been dominating against Norway in the entire 90 minutes. Kudos to Brazil, but also kudos to Norway from their performances previously until now. Hopefully they can do well in the future, and this could be the predicted scoreline for the round of 16 game. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to put some requests in the comments to see what kind of games I'm willing to make for you. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll be back for our next match. Adios. Hello guys, I'm back, and you might have already found out that I've actually made difference in my language. Instead of usually saying bye, I kind of said bye in Spanish. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not get sidetracked. The most important of the match is that Brazil completely dominated over Norway, thanks to goals from Igor Thiago, Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. You thought that Igor Thiago's goal was pretty good. Take a look at Rafinha's goal. His goal was completely pure classico because he managed to touch it, he managed to control the ball and then score an absolute banger of a shot with literally a volley there to double the lead for Brazil. And Vinicius Jr. of course evaded so many Norwegian defenders, so it kind of makes sense that why Brazil are very good. And this could be their first win over Norway. Norway weren't actually at their best. They only managed to conjure 1 shot for the entire 90 minutes. So this shows that Brazil have some sort of level against them. And Gabriel might be happy because he finally gets revenge on Norway. And that too, not letting him get on the score sheet. And this could be the predicted scoreline, but who knows? In real life, it's going to be completely different. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.